Hey guys, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today for this Friday's But Do They Watermarble, I'm featuring the Tux Polish Juicy Jewels collection. These are available right now. I'll link Tux Polish's storefront down below. I was sent these for review and I will link my full swatch and review in the description bar if you're interested in seeing that. Also for today's finished look, I used all the polishes that are in that collection, so I'm going to give you a full walkthrough. I'll go ahead and show you how these polishes marbled. So as always, I'm starting with my teacup full of room temperature bottled water. I'm going to drop them first in the order that I swatched them. So it was sparkling guava all the way back down to blueberry smoothie. These did spread out pretty well. On the fourth drop, I noticed that it gets a little bit harder, so I'll show you how they drop in reverse. So this is blueberry smoothie all the way back down to sparkling guava. And again, on that fourth drop, it slowed down a little bit, but they did spread out very nicely. Drawing a design, I noticed that they wanted to spread out after I had drawn the design, so you might want to take that in consideration when you're doing kind of more intricate patterns. I was able to do a full petal here, and these are incredibly super bright. Now, there's also a white in the collection. This is pure, so I wanted to show you how it marbled. I'm using sparkling guava here and pure, and again, on the fourth drop, it got a little bit kind of slower. But the white does a water marble well. When I dropped it first, there must have been something in my cup because it didn't want to spread well. I was going to do a heart pattern here, and I think this was an unfortunate combination of colors because of how it looked. So I would not recommend that pattern with these colors, but it did marble. For my final look, I'm using a black light to show you how they react under that. These are super incredibly bright. I love the little pops of glitter in them. They do surprisingly well. Here I wanted to go in for a full swirl. So you can see there as I move my tool, they kind of spread out a little bit more. I have my nails prepped with one coat of Pure by Tux Polish and Sexy Cuticles by NDJ Creations. I'm going to go ahead and dip it. The Juicy Jewels collection did dry quickly on my nails, so I'm going to go ahead and use my tool and make sure that the colors are completely separated when I peel my liquid latex, so I don't peel off any of that pattern. I really should have grabbed a pair of tweezers for this part, but I did get a nice pull. I am going to do some cleanup here with acetone and a cleanup brush. Today I'll be top coating with HK Girl. I've noticed that this glows a little bit under a black light. I don't think it really affects the finished look, but I thought that was a fun thing to note. Go ahead and add this to all of my fingers. I have no smearing or anything like that. HK Girl always dries down to a really hard glossy finish for me. I want to show you really quickly the difference between my usual artificial lighting and a black light. These are still very, very bright. Here is a look at the completed water marble with top coat. If you ever want to see every single imperfection that you've done in polish, a great way to do it is to put it under a black light. So I'm going to do a little bit more cleanup. I'll go ahead and show you what the full mani looks like under my normal artificial lighting as well. So these were all my swirls. A few did get a tiny bit muddy, but I really liked how these came out. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. Next, I'll be using the unicorn top coat. This has been after it's been all nice and mixed up. I'm just going to add it directly over the water marble so you can get a feel of what that would look like. This was a really fun combination. I loved it out in the sun. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting after being topped with unicorn. And next I'm going to show you how it looks stamped with Tux Polish's Pure. So I'll be using the same image that I used for testing in my swatch video. This is BPL004. I'm going to do a firm scrape downwards and an upwards roll, and this is how it picked up. Really crisp. I didn't have to move too quickly. It didn't dry on me or anything like that. I'll show you how it's stamped over my water marble and over the glitter topper. So I'm using a clear stamper from Born Pretty store. I will link that down below. I get a lot of questions about which stamper I use. It's a really affordable one. The stamp was a little bit short for my nails, so I came back in with a little bit more towards the tip. I'm top coating once more with the HK Girl. I'm going to do a cleanup tip that I learned from Chris Thon on YouTube. She's really amazing. I'll link her channel down below. She uses tape to clean up any kind of stamping so you don't have to get it wet with acetone, because that makes a much larger mess. The tape just grabs that right off your skin so you don't have to worry about it at all. Really awesome tip. Thank you, Chris, for that. So here is a look at the final completed mani with top coat using the entire Juicy Jewels collection. I will link those down below. Again, they're available right now. If you're interested, I do have more photos on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com. Here's a view from an angle in direct sunlight. You can also follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. I would love to hear recommendations of collections that you'd like to see swatched. Please leave those down in the comments below for me. And thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.